Most people believe drugs alter the brain by introducing something unnatural. The story goes like this. A chemical enters the body, hijacks the mind, and creates a state that shouldn't exist. But modern neuroscience is revealing something strange. Many of the molecules associated with drugs already exist inside us. Our brains produce their own cannabinoids. They regulate mood, memory, and pain through the endocannabinoid system. And trace amounts of DMT, one of the most powerful psychedelics known, have been identified in mammalian brain tissue. So, if our bodies already produce the chemistry associated with altered states, are drugs introducing something alien, or simply amplifying systems of evolution already built into us? Drugs and Addiction, an Anarchist Perspective, Dickie Dredd. And this is part 25 of the video series, and we're still on chapter 3, The Natural Urge to Alter Consciousness. Section 22, The Inner Pharmacopoeia, Cannabinoids, DMT, and the brain's own chemistry. Modern neuroscience is beginning to confirm that shamanic cultures long intuited altered states are not alien intrusions but integral to human design. The body itself is a laboratory. Deep within the neural web lies an endogenous pharmacology, a living chemistry that mirrors the very compounds sought in plants. The discovery of endocannabinoids in the late 20th century transformed our understanding of pleasure and regulation. Molecules such as anandamide, from the Sanskrit ananda, meaning bliss, and 2-AG modulate mood, appetite, memory, and pain. They are the body's own cannabis, released not through smoke or ritual pipe, but through laughter, movement, touch, and intimacy. The endocannabinoid system acts as a homeostatic governor, balancing excitation and calm. When society condemns cannabis, it effectively outlaws one of nature's oldest internal dialogues, a feedback loop between stress and serenity. As discussed in earlier sections, the same paradox lies at the heart of prohibition, fear of what already lives inside us. A similar mystery surrounds dimethyltryptamine, DMT. Once thought to exist only in exotic brews like ayahuasca, it is now known to occur naturally in the mammalian brain. Recent work has identified trace synthesis in the pineal gland and other neural tissues. Though its function remains uncertain, some researchers suggest that DMT may play a role in dreaming, near-death experience, and spontaneous mystical states, moments when perception widens beyond its usual bandwidth. If true, the spirit molecule, as it's been called, would not be a foreign key, but part of the lock itself, the mind's built-in capacity for transcendence. These discoveries collapse the old boundary between the sacred and the scientific. The same neurochemistry that stabilizes mood or triggers euphoria also underpins creativity, compassion, and connection. Cannabinoids soothe inflammation. DMT may expand perception. Serotonin and oxytocin synchronize rhythm and trust. What ancient ritual called communion, modern science calls neurotransmission. The parallel is striking. The inner pharmacopoeia is the psychological counterpart to the sacramental practices described earlier, while the fear that shadows it echoes the pleasure taboo, which we explored in section 24. Seen this way, the urge to alter consciousness appears neither deviant nor escapist, but physiological, a dialogue between evolution and experience. The jungle's pharmacy and the brain's circuitry tell the same story, life learning to recognise itself through chemistry. But wherever nature offers freedom, authority soon offers fear. The next section traces how pleasure became pathology, how control turned curiosity into crime. So the real discovery isn't just that drugs affect the brain. It's the brain already contains its own pharmacy. Cannabinoids, neurotransmitters, and possibly even psychedelics are part of the body's internal chemistry, systems that regulate emotion, perception, and connection. That changes how we think about altered states. What ancient cultures treated as sacred experience may reflect biological capacities that science is only beginning to understand. But wherever human pleasure and curiosity appear, systems of authority often move quickly to control them. So if altered states are built into our biology, how did pleasure itself become something society treats as dangerous? In the next video, we'll look at how pleasure became pathology and how curiosity was turned into crime. And that will be section 24, the pleasure taboo.